All right, so once you get to your bottom row and once you have finished your Christmas tree and this one here and this one, you're then going to start off on number 10, which is going to be a very geometric looking pattern here. And we're going to start off connecting our numbers to each other. So 1 gets connected to 1, 2 gets connected to 2, and so on and so forth. And as we connect these, we'll start to notice that these lines begin to curve, creating an illusion of a curve. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to simply click 1 and connect it to the other. Now that I've connected 1 to 1, I need to stop. And so what I'm going to do is hit escape on my keyboard. Now I'm going to go to 2, click once, click again to 2, and now that I've connected 2 to 2, I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard so I don't move into 3. Now that I go to 3, I'm going to click once and then click on my third one, my second 3 here, and then I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard. And I'm going to continue the process just by clicking 4 to 4, 5 to 5, and in between there, once I've connected the numbers, I'm going to hit escape so I don't end up getting a series of lines such as this. So if this happens to you, hit Command Z, hit escape on your keyboard, and then go ahead and you can move on to the next one. So again, after each line you connect, go ahead and hit escape on your keyboard so you don't have to worry about those lines connecting to each other. Once yours looks like this, you're ready to move on. For 16, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to connect all these points, and it's going to be a much smoother curve because we have more points here. When you get to this one, you're going to do the same process here. So you're going to do the furthest to the closest, just like we did over here. So if you notice, 8 gets to 8, 7 is 7. And so I'll get this started for you so you can see how this is starting to work. So we're going to connect this top one to this one here, hit escape on my keyboard, click once here, go up here, and then escape on my keyboard, click. And all I'm doing is simply connecting each dot with each line. And notice how since they're closer together, we're going to get a much more accurate curve. And once you connect each point, be sure you're hitting escape on your keyboard. So that way you're not connecting the wrong points or more points than you need. And so I'm going to do this side, and then you can follow along and then do the other side the exact same way. Now, if you were to connect these in the other or the opposite order, it would still look very similar. It would just be pretty much opposite, and the curve would look a little bit different. Now, the last one here is going to be done the same way as this one, except you're going to have it on both sides. So we can go ahead and I can show you how this is going to be working here. So you're going to connect the point on the left side with each point in the middle and repeat on each side. So essentially all you're going to do is just connect this line with each of these. So essentially we're just making a series of lines getting connected to this one anchor point. So notice how this line here got connected. I forgot to hit escape on my keyboard. I was moving a little too quick. And then so each time you make a line, be sure you hit escape. Now I'm hitting escape, and sometimes it's not automatically going. I have to hit escape a couple times just to make sure that the computer reads the decision that I'm wanting to make by disconnecting that line. And so you're going to keep doing the same process all the way down, and you're going to have this really cool diamond shape once you get finished. Now, this side here is going to be done the exact same way as the first view, which is really just a matter of connecting all of these points here, just like we did, except however, this time what's going to happen is since we have more points, it's going to look like we're looking down on top of a diamond. So it's going to be sort of an optical illusion with these different curves. And so again, all you're doing is connecting each point as we get further and further away from each other. And once you complete all 4 sides, similarly to what I'm doing here, then you will be complete with your assignment, straight path practice.